In this video, we're going to talk about how to find a rule. If we have a table like that and we have input and output, how can we find the rule? What happened to those numbers to become that? First, we have to know that input is just imagine the table like a machine. Input is something that a number that we give it to the machine. The output will be the answer that the machine will give it back. Okay, now first we will forget the variables. Don't mind the variables there. Just look at the numbers. For example, 45 becomes 9. How? We have two things. If our input was greater than the output, for example, 45 is greater than 9 here, then our rule should be division. But if the input was smaller than the output, then our rule will be multiplication. But now, since the input is smaller than the output, our rule should be division. Okay, now we will think 45 divided by what number will be 9. If you don't know that, skip it, go to the next one. 40 divided by what will be 8. 35 divided by what will be 7. By the way, all of them, when we say division, all of them should be divided by the same number. So which one do you think is easier for you? Go to that. For example, I'm gonna say that one is easy. 40 divided by 5 is equal to 8. So our rule will be divide by 5. Why divide by 5? Because 5 times 8 will be 40. Then we will make an equation from that. How can we make an equation? Instead of writing 45 divided by 5 is equal to 9, let me write it here. Instead of doing that, 45 divided by 9 will be 5. Or no, it's the other way around. It should be 45 divided by 5 and the answer will be 9 because the output will be the answer. And instead of writing 40 divided by 5 is 8, instead of doing all of that, we will use the variables. Remember the first time I told you to don't mind them? Now we're gonna use them. Instead of writing those numbers, I'm gonna write x instead of writing 45 and 40. So it will be x. Then the rule says divide by 5. Then the answer should be our output, but instead of writing those numbers, we're gonna write the variable, which is y. So our rule is divide by 5 and the equation is x divided by 5, which is y. Then we come to the next example, the second example. Okay, now in example 2, we have input, which is the variable is k, and the numbers are 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then for the output, the variable is h, and the numbers are 16, 24, 32, 40, 48. Now remember, we said if the input was greater than the output, then it should be division. But since the input is less than the output here, the rule should be multiplication. Now I will think any of them, which one do you think is easier? Just take one. For example, that one is easy. 2 becomes 16 by multiplying. So 2 times what will be 16? 2 times 8. And also 3 times 8 will be 24. 4 times 8 will be 32. So our rule will be multiply, then multiply by what number? We said 8. Okay, Now, instead of writing the numbers, we're gonna use the variables. Instead of saying 2 times 8 is equal to 16, I'm gonna use the variable which is k times, since the rule says multiply by 8, so we say k times 8, which is equal to the output, and the variable is h. Okay, now we have example 3, the input and output. The variable is j for the input and n for the output. Those are the numbers. I want you to pause the video because I'm gonna solve it in 3, 2, 1. Now, since the input is less than the output is greater, so that one should be multiplication. Now, this one is obvious. Maybe those two are kinda needs a little bit of thinking, but those three are obvious. 7 becomes 78, 8 becomes 88, 9 becomes 99. We know when the product of a multiplication is the repeating of the number itself, 7 and 77, the factor that we multiply it should be 11. So the rule here is multiply by 11, because 7 times 11 will be 77. Then we write an equation for it, but instead of using the numbers, same, we're going to use the variables, which is for the input, the variable is j. The rule says multiply by 11, so we say times 11, which is equal to n.